Hi, everybody. Hi, all. It's me, Reagan W.H. McCauley, and I am back live on Facebook this week to talk about each of the characters from Dog Band. And sorry, there's some notifications popping up, it's distracting me. Anyway, so for this launch week, for Dog Band. I am going to share about each character every day, starting with the main character, Alfie, the alpha of Dog Band, the very main character of the book, and rightly so. First, I just wanted to let you know, though, that we had a really fun time at the launch party last night with award-winning voice actor Scott McCord reading Dog Band. And off the top, Megan from Iguana Books making some remarks, giving us a lovely introduction, and then Darcy Windover, teacher and musician and guidance counselor, also discussed, why it's good to introduce diverse forms of music to children at a young age. So, yeah, check that out. I will put the link to the replay if you missed the launch party in the comments. So yeah, you'll definitely want to check that out. We had a lot of fun. It was great. Darcy also played some music for us at the end of the evening. Anyway, lots of fun. I also announced the winner of the share and tag raffle for a free copy, a signed copy of Dog Band, and Clinton won that, and he's been notified. Then we had a launch raffle live that night, and Shauna won 4 books of mine, including Dog Band, all signed, and she's been made aware of that as well. So, as you may already know, Dog Band is about 4 dogs, and they are Alfie, Tubby, Ollie, and Raxel. And Alfie's the lead singer, lead guitar player. Tubby plays bass, Ollie plays the drums, and Raxel is the main backup singer and can play multiple instruments. But there's one problem. They don't know what kind of music that their band, Dog Band, should play. So they enlist their assortment of animal friends, from dogs to frogs, to help them figure it out. So today, as I said, I'm going to be talking about Alfie. He is, as I said, lead guitar, lead singer, and overall leader of Dog Band. And he is based on the most adorable and incorrigible Maltipoo, which is a Maltese poodle cross, who obviously had a big impact on my life. Last night during the launch, one of the kids that was attending asked me what was the inspiration for Dog Band. And I gotta say, it was the dogs, starting with Alfie. All of the dogs in Dog Band and most of their friends featured in the books are based on real life pets that I know or have known in the past. And Alfie was sort of my very first dog in a part-time sense. He actually, his real mom is Lisa. So if you're watching, Lisa, thank you for letting him be a part of my life. He was a wonderful dog, and I got to dog sit him a number of times, along with also sometimes Tubby and Raxel's my own dog, and Ollie. They all knew each other. They also knew my cats, Frodo and Sookie. I'll be talking about them later. So that is really what inspired me. Their kookiness, their interactions with each other inspired me to write first, actually, a comic book series, which I'm working on. But I wanted Dog Band out in the world sooner rather than later, so I came up with a picture book version for younger children first. And again, thank you, Lisa, for letting me share Alfie a little bit with you. And yeah, anyway, so Alfie plays lead guitar, also known as solo guitar. It's a musical part for the guitar in which the guitarist plays the melody, the main melody lines, some fill passages and guitar solos and riffs in the song structure. So this is the featured guitar, and usually plays single note based lines, or double stops as they're known. And The lead vocalist in popular music is typically the member of the band whose voice is the most prominent in the melody. And all of this suits Alfie very much in his personality. He's got to be lead everything. So the lead singer sets their voice against accompaniment parts in the ensemble as the dominant sound. Let me see. Now, I just wanted to talk a little bit, if I could, about one particular genre of music that is featured in Dog Band that I associate with Alfie, and that is rock music. It's a broad genre and it encompasses a number of subgenres. It originated as rock and roll in the United States in the late 1940s and early 50s. And it developed into a range of styles. And in the mid 60s, in particular, particularly in the United States and United Kingdom, I should say, by the mid 1960s. Sorry, I'm reading some notes here that I've made. It has its roots in 1940s and 50s rock and roll, as I said, which is a style that comes out of blues and rhythm and blues and country music, and to an extent jazz, and blues and folk. So there's a lot going on in rock's past, and also genres that have crept out from rock as well. Sort of beginning with the Beatles. The rock musicians, I'm sure you know from the 1960s, they sort of advanced the album ahead of the single style of music, rather than those, little LP things with an A side and a B side records, as the dominant form of recorded rock music expression and consumption back at the time. So by the late 1960s, that is considered the classic rock period, apparently. And a number of hybrids like blues rock, folk rock, country rock, southern rock, ragga rock, jazz rock, and psychedelic rock started emerging, as it were. And then new genres later than the 60s into the 70s and so forth, including progressive and glam rock and heavy metal, and punk rock started to emerge. And then out of the 80s, you get new wave, post-punk, and alternative rock. And then the 90s, Britpop, grunge, indie rock, pop punk. Pop is also another a term for rock as well, for very mainstream rock. Anyway, I could go on and on and on and on, but I just wanted to bring that style of music up today. And speaking of Alfie, going back to Alfie being a Maltipoo, that is a Maltese Poodle cross, as I mentioned, and I just wanted to tell you a little tiny bit about that breed too. They're highly affectionate animals. They make a great choice for the novice pet owner and pet parent. However, note that they are highly sensitive. They do not like being left alone for long periods of time, so they are vulnerable to episodes of separation anxiety, so you'd want to watch out for that. But otherwise, if you've got yourself an adoring family just waiting for a particular adorable little dog, family member, a Maltipoo would definitely, definitely be a good way to go. And that's what Alfie was, a Maltipoo. And that's what I wanted to share with you today. Join me tomorrow, and I will be going live again at about noon, and I'll be talking about Raxel, my own dog from Dog Band, and she might make an appearance too. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.